Here on GoPSUSports.com with head coach James Franklin and my two co-stars. Go ahead and introduce yourself, girls.
Addie.
Shola. And we are going to go ahead and ask Dad a few questions about the win today. Coach, first and foremost, how exciting was it to be able to be back in front of the home fans this week, having some people cheering for you this week?
Yeah, obviously 107,000 fans in the stadium. The students have been awesome all year long. Being at home in front of friends and family, playing a 3:30 game, still being able to get home and spend time with my wife and daughters is huge. I think just the way we played early on in the game, I think was really impressive, especially on special teams.
Speaking of early on in the game, special teams, how clutch was Saquon Barkley with the kickoff return for a touchdown, really setting the tone today?
Yeah, we talked about that early in the season, that we wanted to use Saquon as a kickoff returner. Obviously everybody goes in each week on defense with their game plan to stop Saquon. That's the entire game plan. So for us to have all these different ways, get him involved in the passing game, getting involved on special teams, it just makes it really difficult to limit his impact.
And then later in the game, tossing the touchdown pass, is there anything that Saquon Barkley cannot do, and how proud are you of him today?
Well, I think the great thing is he's got so many tools in his toolbox that for us as coaches, it allows us to be really creative, and it also makes it really difficult for people to stop him because, you commit to stopping the run and loading the box up, then he can hurt you as a receiver. You get aggressive in trying to stop the run, then he can throw the ball. And then obviously, returning kicks and things like that. So there's a lot of different ways that we can use him.
And then let me go back to special teams for just a second. Somebody like Irv Charles, how important was he today, and kind of what have you seen from him in terms of his process and the way he's come so far this season?
I'm just really proud of Irv. He's a guy that has worked really hard both on and off the field, is growing up, is maturing, and right now on special teams, I think he's one of the more impactful players, not only for us, but I think in the whole conference. And I think that confidence that he's getting on special teams is going to roll over on the offense for him in the future as well.
And then if I move over to defensively, somebody like Marcus Allen forcing that fumble that Parker Cothran picked up, was that a turning point kind of in the game?
Marcus is, as we all know, for the last 4 years has been one of the more physical safeties in college football. Tonight on our sideline, there was a couple plays. It was violent. I mean, the collisions, the shots, you think of all the turnovers we were able to cause, a lot of them were off strips or off just very big hits where the ball carrier left the ball on the ground. So we're playing fast. We're playing aggressive. I like how we're playing right now on defense and really as a team.
And then I keep hitting on special teams, but somebody like Blake Gillikin being able to pin it in the 10-yard line so many times, a couple of 55-yard punts today, how exciting is it for him to have so much success out there?
Yeah, I think our special teams units, obviously we got to get our field goal. We got to get our field goal situation cleaned up. But everything else, our coverage units, our punting, our kickoffs. I think Tyler's been excellent all year long in terms of kickoff. Vasey's been great in terms of long snapping. And then we're just athletic and strong. We got a bunch of athletic, strong guys, fast running down the field, making plays in open space. So I like what we're doing on special teams right now. We got to get our field goal unit fixed.
And then last question, somebody like Deshaun Hamilton having a record-setting performance today, but obviously, a couple clutch touchdowns. How proud are you of what he's been able to accomplish?
I'm proud of his whole career. I mean, we've been playing football here at Penn State for a long time with a lot of really good players, and to say he's going to go down as the all-time leader in receptions in Penn State history with still a lot of season left is impressive. And, you think about him. He comes in as a true freshman, has a pre-existing injury that he has to sit out his whole freshman year. Then, has 1 year where he leads the Big Ten in receptions, then the next year's numbers go way down. He's a really good example. You stay positive, you keep working hard, you persevere, and look what he's been able to accomplish. I couldn't be more proud. I think he's a great example for our young players.
And then finally, one last question for the two of you. Thoughts on the win today?
Fantastic. Hi, Delaney.
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
We're giving shout-outs to classmates.